Hi everyone, James here. Welcome to today's webinar. My name's James Hannon. I have been working now in business for almost 20 years, and it's a real privilege for me to be on this webinar with you to see what is happening and to be a part of our Christian walk and be a part of this walk with you. So welcome to everybody. As you come on, by all means, you can send us a little chat to say hello, and we are recording this as well for all of our other brothers and sisters that can't make today's webinar. So as you can see here, our team, what we do is we're called the Freedom Creators. This is me. That's me up on the stage. I'm going to give you a little bit of my background. I received what we call the Associate of the Year within our company this year. God truly blessed me. He has blessed me my entire life, and especially since the time I have followed him. And that's my oldest daughter there in the black singlet. She's 21. Can you believe it? How crazy is that? My youngest daughter, she's almost 21. Then my youngest daughter, who's 18, we're having a bit of ice cream at Cronulla Beach. That's me swimming with the sharks and with the stingrays in Tahiti. Now, that was an experience that just blew my mind. Also had the chance to go to Las Vegas for a seminar there, and then obviously down to New York, where we got to watch with a group of our friends that we helped work with down in New York. We went to the Boulevard there and watched the Aladdin. What an incredible Broadway experience. So before we get started, though, I also want to introduce you to my partner in crime for today's webinar. And I'm also, I should tell you a little bit more about myself. I'm a dad. I'm a $1 million income earner. Been Associate of the Year with our company 4 times, founder of a program or a training program, online training and marketing system called Dual Networking, where we teach people how to build a business from home. We teach them how to speak to people, how to market, how to advertise, how to break through. You know, one of the things about us as Christians so many times is we want everything we pray and we pray and we pray and we expect everything to be handed to us. But I know that's not you guys. A lot of people think that way. Whereas what God wants us to do is, it says that faith without work is dead, and work being that 4-letter word that we really need to understand. And as we work, he blesses the work of our hands, you know, and so that's what this is all about, teaching you how to actually get ahead in this current economy and some of the things that you can do, like we do, to change our lives. I'm an international speaker. I'm a fun addict. I'm a martial artist. It's interesting bringing God into that realm. It's a beautiful place to be. And this is my partner in crime. Are you there, Naomi?
Yes, I'm here, James.
Awesome. So let you take over from here and just let people introduce people to who you are.
Hi, my name's Naomi, and I've been in this business for 7 years now. And prior to getting started, I'd done a few things. I was a teacher. I've been a children's pastor. My parents were senior pastors of a large church in Sydney. I'd kind of always been involved in leadership, in working in the church, but I really felt God had called me to business, and I didn't know how to kind of outwork that and to the marketplace. And I was very unwell at the time, and I was praying God for a solution to not just my health, but also my finances. We were struggling to make ends meet, going further and further into debt. And you know, many times I'd gone to the checkout and I didn't have money even for groceries. So I was looking for something that I could do, and I came across this business. And at first I wasn't sure if it was for me, but I knew that I'd been praying for something. And even though it didn't look like what I thought God should send me, I decided to step out in faith and just go ahead and see what God would do. Initially, just to try the products, because I was so unwell. I just needed something to help my body to get well, and really found the results come a bit within about 3 to 6 weeks. I just was feeling like a totally different person. The pains had gone, the constant headache. I had energy again, which I'd never had. And then I heard about the mission of this company, and it's a social entrepreneur company, and you'll hear more. James will tell you more about that But that really touched my heartstrings because I've been involved in so many missions over the years. I've travelled for missions trips, I've been involved in charities. But it was this mission that really touched my heart. And I'd never heard of social entrepreneurship where you can connect a mission with making money. It was a new concept, and I was so excited about that. And, you know, I just started to build my business and follow the amazing training. And within 4 years, I had just totally transformed my life, was earning a six-figure income. I've been able to travel the world to incredible destinations. There's me in Borneo. I was able to take my kids to Disneyland, my daughter to Paris, to Hawaii, to New York, to Borneo, to Bali, to Fiji, to Tahiti. Incredible things that I never even thought that I could ever travel again. But, you know, I think God hears the desires of our hearts, and I always had a desire to travel, and God hears that, and he's brought so much into my life, so much abundance, and I'm so grateful for him for his blessings. And those little prayers, those prayers that I was praying years ago, you know, have been answered through this business. And it's not what I expected. I didn't expect them to be answered this way, but, you know, God does things that we don't expect. And so I'm really excited that you've come on to hear this, and James is going to tell you more. So I'll give it back to James to tell you more about what we do.
Yeah. I mean, how cool is it to be able to do this kind of thing together and be able to change people's lives? You know, for me, we want to talk today about where it all began. For us, it began right here. It began this way for our company, you know, but more importantly for us as individuals, and I'm sure pretty much for you. I remember one day coming home, being met at the door, and realizing that we needed to buy shoes for our daughter's feet. She was only young at the time, and we didn't have the money to be able to buy those shoes. So for me, being a Christian, I thought, well, the only place I've got to go is to God. And, you know, I had to go to that place where I said, all right, Lord, tell me what I need to do. And so for 3 days, I fasted and prayed. I only had water or juice on my hands and knees, went to work as I fasted and prayed, came home on the weekend, just on my knees before him. And I said, Lord, show me what to do. And it was at the end of my fast, and I don't get this. Why does he do it this way? It's always at the end. Why can't it be at the beginning? Anyway, it was at the end of my fast where the Lord said to me, I gave you this 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago or something like that, and you haven't done a thing with it. And it's kind of like that in life sometimes, isn't it? You know, we get given things. You're listening to this webinar. You're here, and you're here on purpose. You're not here by mistake. First of all, I want you to understand that, because if you're like me and you have been praying for breakthrough, you have been praying for solutions, you have been praying for a way out, you have been praying that God would open the floodgates of heaven. Well, he doesn't give us money, he gives us solutions. He gives us ways out. That's what he does. He's always done it that way. And you're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose. And so what happened after that time is I remember that every day I'd been thanking him for the business I had. Even though I hadn't been doing anything with it, I'd been thanking him for it. I thanked him for it. I would pray for it. I would thank him for the growth I was going to have, the people that would join. I thanked him for the money I would make. And I did that for a number of years without doing anything. But the interesting thing happened. Everything changed the day I decided to actually do something. I decided that I would get to work. And from that day, from the day I decided to get to work was 14 months. From getting to work to actually and then 14 months later, I'm earning a six-figure income. Now, to understand that I went from having nothing to have a six-figure income per year in this business, and since then I've earned millions of dollars, traveled the world, taking my daughters on the world trip with me and many other people around the world. But it all began with prayer. And the same thing also happened with our company. We're called a Joseph Company. That's why we look at ourselves, meaning that we started with prayer. We were looking for a solution to the world, a solution that could help our fellow brothers and sisters in the Lord, and also the world in a way to be I guess, a voice to them, a way to bring hope, a way to bring excitement, a way to bring life. And we began that way. And we're going to take you through the journey of what we've done and where we've gone. But to understand this, that there are 3 things that people get prayer for. You've probably done this, and you're more than welcome to raise your hand, even put it in the chat box there. If you've gone up for prayer for one of these 3 things. Number 1, have you gone up for prayer or have some people pray for you about your finances? There are 3 things. The 3 things that most people go up and get prayer for: finances. We don't have enough. There's not enough money. Your holiday consists of going to visit family. Your holiday consists of going on the holiday you have to have rather than the holiday you want to have. And I want you to know something. That's not God's plan. No. You see, He put gifts, abilities, and talents in your life for you to do great things. It's about moving past the limiting beliefs that we have that are holding you back. And so believing, number 1, that it's okay for you to have more money. See, there are always Christians in the church that have more money than others. And the people that don't have any money think that the people that do have money should give them part of their money. Well, here's the thing. That's not the way it works. The way it works is you have the same abilities, the same gifts, the same talents as what God gave you. And so you have the same opportunities in front of you to make money. And that's what we want you to do. And then as you have more, you're able to give more and be more. Imagine leaving an inheritance for your children's children. The Bible even says the person who does not leave an inheritance for his children's children is worse than an infidel. And so our job as parents, our job as adults, is to actually make money so that we make our lives better and then we can become an influence. I pray all the time to the Lord. He's my friend. He's my comforter. I say, Lord, I don't want to be I want my life to bring glory to you. And when I don't have enough, that doesn't bring glory to you. That's not what you want. And so finances, people get finances. Number 2, they got the health. They want God to heal them, but at the same time, they're still eating all the junk food. They're not doing the exercise they need to do. They're not willing to make changes to their life, or they can't afford the healthy food that they need to eat, or the nutrition that they need to purchase, the changes that they need to make. So they're praying for health. And the third thing is they're praying for their relationships. And generally, the relationships are under pressure because of 1 and 2. Most people's relationships are under pressure because of 1 and 2. Either 1, they have no money, so they're always constantly trying to figure out how do we get ahead, but not knowing what the next step should be. Or number 2, they're not looking after their health, so they're not able to look after each other because their health is diminishing. So they're the 3 things that most people are looking for or going up for prayer for. So here's the thing. If you stay until the end, we're going to show you a God-given strategy for building a business from home that's guaranteed to work. Now, I know it's kind of a big statement, guaranteed to work. What does that mean? Well, it means this, that if you get started with us and within 90 days, you don't like the products, you don't like the program, send it all back and you get 100% of your money back. Doesn't get any better than that. It's 100% guaranteed. But here's the commitment that we want from you. The commitment that we're looking for the people that we work with are that you want change. You really are serious. You understand that you're here for more than what you have. And it's not about greed. It's not about, no value. It's about value to other people. And it's okay for you to want more. They're the kind of people we're looking for. See, we developed a system called dual networking, where we've got members of $1 Million Income Clubs, top associates, top enrollers, top business builders, top income growers, top income earners, top rookie of the years, all coming through our team. We have a proven track record of success. But you know the thing that separates all of these people? You know what it is? And actually, I would say that almost 100% of those people are Christian. You know the thing that separates them? The thing that separates them is their willingness to go to work, their willingness to put their faith into action and their work behind their faith. And when a person is prepared to do that, then God's able to say, yes, that's what I've been waiting for. Someone that is prepared to go to work, someone that believes me, that believes my blessings. And that's what we get to see. Who is Manatech? Well, Manatech, we are a transformational company. This is the company that just, when I got started, blew my mind, changed my life, has changed the lives of all people around the world. We're doing a relaunch right now, new branding, as you can see, beautiful branding, new compensation plan where we're helping people to make money, ground floor opportunity, state-of-the-art online training facility. See, here's the thing. Manatech has done a lot of things right. We focus on research and development. We focused on making sure that we had clinical studies. We are a wellness company, a company that, that helps people in the wellness industry. We did our clinical studies. We focused on fat loss versus weight loss. We made products from real food. We focused on missions called Mission 5 Million. We have patents and we have a 100% money back guarantee. The problem is we did a lot of things wrong as well. We didn't train people well enough on compliance. You see, our products worked so well that people were getting out there and they were making claims. Those claims that they were saying they weren't allowed to make. That put us in a bad light. It really did. It got us in trouble, caused a lot of issues, and it was the reason that we needed to step back and we needed to start again. Our branding was old, the income was okay, but it wasn't great. It didn't really reward those that were working. And so what Manatech had to do, we had to make a lot of changes to fix the mistakes that we made so that we could, I guess, be the company that we meant to be. So for a moment, we're going to dream. You know, inside of you is a dream that you have, a dream that was given to you, I believe, by God. But what happens many times is we don't believe the dream. We stop believing it. We think that it's all too hard. We think that we can never have the thing that we want, or we think that, God doesn't want us to dream. God doesn't want us to have what we really want to have, and that it's wrong to have money or it's wrong to think like that. I want you to know that you are allowed to dream, you are allowed to have money, and you are allowed to break free. So let's dream. Imagine your income increasing every month. Imagine earning all expenses paid international holidays every year. Creating financial security for you and your family, plus doing something that gives you purpose. Imagine that. Just take a moment. Imagine that. How would that make you feel? Seriously, how would you feel not worrying about money, not worrying about where you're going to go for a holiday because you've got it paid? Being able to do something you feel good about, how would that make you feel? You feel pretty amazing, right? Well, what happens after that? You've got holidays, you've got recognition, you've got all of these things. What would that be like? What would that be like for you? What would that be like to be able to know that you're doing something worthwhile and that your future is secure for you and your family? And all it would take is effort and time. The problem is we've got to see the other side as well, because this is the thing that people don't realize when they don't make a choice, when they decide to continue to live Groundhog Day. They continue to live the same year over and over again. They don't make changes. They're afraid to step forward. They say they think they know what they're going to do, but they don't do anything. So imagine you do nothing, and in 5 to 10 years, nothing's changed. You're still struggling. You're further into debt. You've had no grand holidays. You've still got job insecurities, living without passion and purpose. How will that make you feel? And I know it's a tough question to ask, but it's a real question, a question that everybody should ask and everyone should get real about. You see, there are 3 shifts that are happening in the economy. Shift number 1, people want real. They want real products, real results, and real support. They're over the get-rich-quick schemes, and they want products that promise a lot and don't, they're over the get-rich-quick schemes and the products that promise a lot and don't deliver. Shift number 2, they want to create a living with purpose. They don't want to just make money. They want purpose behind their life. And shift number 3, they realize that they are the ones who need to control their financial future, not their boss, not the bank, not the government, not somebody else, but themselves. They're the 3 major shifts that are happening right now. So let's look at them. Shift number 1, real products, real results, and real support. You see, you know this. You know that we are in a toxic environment. You just have to look outside. Go and look at your car. It's covered in junk. It's covered in toxins all of the time. People are malnourished. Not people in third world countries, but your children, yourself, are more than likely malnourished. There is no nutritional value in the food that you are eating today. It's all cold storage. It's picked green. If you're having a vitamin and mineral, generally, it's synthetic, which means it's made in a laboratory. And our soils, because of the way our farming practices are today, contain very low nutritional value. The minerals are almost completely depleted, and they're at the bottom of the ocean. I know it sounds terrible, but this is reality, and you know it to be true. So what Manatech have done, they've gone, well, look, that's the demand right now. That's where things are at. That's what we're facing right now. So we need to do something about it. We need to make a change, and we think we know that we have that answer. So it all started with a process called cellular communication. So this is a rough drawing of a cell. Do you like it? In the middle there is a circle. Attached to a circle is a protein. Attached to that protein are glycans. These little things here, these glycans, these blue squiggly lines are the things we're going to talk about today. They're required by every cell in your body, every body on the planet, and every process of the human body. Ambritose was recreated. We own the technology that allows these proteins and these glycans to work. We found them in nature. There are 2 you get in your diet, glucose and galactose. The other 6 are missing. We went and found them in nature, put it into a product we believe was a gift from God to us and a gift from God to the marketplace. So glycans are in everything. They are required for everything, for your nutrition, your immune system, the way your brain functions, fat loss, skin care, anti-aging, fitness. Every aspect of your body requires these nutrients. It's been validated in Science Magazine, where Science Magazine said glycans play roles in almost every biological process and are involved in every major disease. So if you want your body acting and working correctly, you need glycans. Now, so what we did is we went and took these glycans, put it into a formulated product called Ambritose. It's been validated by peer-reviewed studies. No one knows about this product yet. We had to relaunch, remember, because we had people going out saying and making claims about this product that they weren't allowed to make. They put us in a bad light. We had to make the changes, we had to slow down, and we had to relaunch, and that's where we're at right now. It will enhance recall and recognition, mood, and decrease irritability, and supports your immune function, digestive function, gastrointestinal health, cellular communication. What areas, what person doesn't want those for their lives? The results that we're seeing for people's lives are nothing short of extraordinary. We took those nutrients, we put it into an anti-aging cream called Youth. Wow, I love this product. It gets through the skin matrix. Remember how I said that glycans are required by every cell in the body, every body on the planet, and every process of the human body. This is where Ambritose comes in. Where is, we have a product that everybody wants. Imagine that. Imagine having a product that everybody wants, needs, and to fight back the aging process. Clinical results, 100% had smoother skin, 90% had more radiant and bright skin, 87% had less noticeable fine lines, 77% had firmer skin, 74% had improvements of overall appearance of skin, and 70% had less noticeable wrinkles. This is a product that is guaranteed to work. I use it every single day of the week. I love it. So it's not just for the ladies, it's for the men as well. And we believe a gift from God. We've got healthy products for our children. Manabeds for the kids. That is a product that distributes our glyconutritional gut health, immune system health. Then we've got performance at your peak that increases oxygenation to the blood, reduces lactic acid buildup, reduces joint pain. These products work. But now this is like the creme de la creme. If you look out in the market today, how many people do you know that want to lose weight? How many people do you know that want to lose fat, or they've tried everything before and nothing has worked for them? They're over everything else that's out there and looking for a real solution. Well, that's what Mannatech did. You see, we looked at the weight loss industry, and what we found is that over 75% of the people who lose weight 100% of people who lose weight, 75% of what they lose is muscle. Now, your muscle is directly linked to your metabolism. The more muscle mass you lose, the slower your metabolism, which means it's harder to lose the weight the next time. So look at these results. We developed a program that makes the body target fat. This is Sinead. Within 12 months, 45 kilos and 164 centimeters lost. She lives down in Sydney, great friend of ours. Look at the transformation. This is incredible. This is, this is Brian, totally transformed his life. Shift number 2, people want to create a living with purpose. They want products that work. They want to support people's lives. And they want to know that they're giving back. That's our Mission 5 Million program. This is where every time that every time a customer is established, we nourish a child. Very, very simple program. Mission 5 million. 5 million children under the age of 5 die every year of malnutrition. Over 6 million under the age of 6. So we made a very simple program. Use our products, we save the life of a child. Very, very simple. This is how it works. 6.6 million children, oops, what have I done here? I don't know how that works. 6.6 million children die under the age of 6 each year. Childhood malnutrition can hinder brain development, reduce intellectual capacity, and stunt growth. Our technology offers a solution to help combat the crisis. Whenever you buy or sell a product, it triggers a donation. We were the first social entrepreneur company in our industry. We truly change lives, not only your life through building a business, but the lives of children all over the world. This is Aura. Look at the difference. Aura had pale skin. She had no hair on her head or on her body. Just from taking our products within 12 months, totally changed her life. This is Naomi. You got to hear from her earlier. You know, she talks about the purpose gave her far beyond money. You know, a product worked, but I knew it could impact the lives of children at the same time, empowered me to do more. You know, these are the sort of testimonies we hear from so many people all the time. They want more than money. They want to feel good. They want to change lives. People are pulling friends together in their home and saying, look, we take this product, we save the lives of a child, and we make money. What's better than that? They're sending messages on Facebook. They're sending text messages. They're into this business. They're learning how to market because their life can change. It doesn't get better than that. This is something that's totally blessed, something that you can be a part of. Number 3, need to control their financial future. Thomas Frey said the world of work is going to be turned upside down. There's 2 billion jobs. Half of all employment on the planet today will be gone by 2030. Why? Because of robots, technology, and outsourcing. And the challenge for families, we've got debt out of control, cost of living is rising. You guys know all this. There's a need for second income, little money left after childcare, the need for flexibility, dreams are being let go of, and single parent families are on the rise, all of which is sad. But we have a solution. You see, Robert Kiyosaki has a cash flow quadrant. It says that the linear income, which is where you have a job or you are self-employed, you own a job. 90% of people live over here. But long-term income, where 10% of people are, but 90% of the wealth, where you're a business owner or you have a system that works for you. This is what we're about, teaching you how to have a system that works for you. Robert Kiyosaki says, don't get a second or a third job. Start a part-time business. Why would you want to do anything else? Right? Why would you give your future over to somebody else where you can take it back, when you can allow God to work in your life, and all of a sudden you can start to see change? Remember, faith without work is dead. Then women in business is one of the fastest growing sectors of the economy. 82% of direct sales reps are female. Social media is allowing women to connect like never before. Everything is changing. And you can get started with spare cash. You don't need to mortgage the house. You don't need to get a loan. You know how much it is to get started? It's $49. You know, if you establish 5 clients and a couple of business partners, that's it. 5 clients, 5 people who want to lose weight, 5 people who want to get their health back, 5 people who want to look younger and feel amazing. Manatech will pay you $150 to $400 per month. You help 2 people do exactly the same thing. Just 2 people, you help them establish 5 clients through marketing and training and things that we're going to show you. You'll earn $800 to $1,300 every single month, as long as they're on their products. If you want more money, you continue to grow, get to what we call a silver executive, 100 children being fed because of your program, and you're also earning between $15,000 to $28,000 a year. Imagine that. You're saving the lives of children. You're not paying for those kids to be fed. Manatech's doing that. You're changing lives. 20,000 points, 200 kids lives being changed, annual income $24,000 to $40,000, an asset value of almost $1 million because you have a business that's paying you a residual income. 40,000 points, $100,000 in income, $2 million asset value, and it just continues to grow from there. It just grows and grows and grows. Yes, you have to work. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a, do something one day and get, earn $1 million the next. That's pie in the sky stuff. And if you listen to anyone looking for something like that, you go somewhere else, that is not us. This is a real business. The only thing is you don't have a shop front. That's it. That's the only difference. Manatech takes care of the product delivery. It takes care of shipment. It takes care of payments, and they put the money directly into your bank account. You continue to build your business, your income continues to grow. We've got training, marketing, websites, text messaging. We've got automated lead generation programs, all there. You still have to work. You still have to build your business, but you're not afraid of that. You're not afraid of work. You're not afraid of anything like that because you know you can learn. I'm going to teach you how to learn. $49.50 is what it takes to get started. That's all. That's all. Plus, then what you do is you choose a value bundle. These value bundles save you a bunch of money. Choose some of the skincare range, the vitamins and minerals, the health range, the life transformation program, our weight loss programs. You just choose the one that best suits you. So $49.50 gets you started, and then just get some products. That's it. It's your way to change your life. So what are the benefits? Work your own hours, build a residual income, unlimited potential, make back your investment quickly, work anywhere in the world. You know, I was in Fiji a couple of weeks ago, working over there in a resort, in a hammock on the beach. 3 holidays, personal development, freedom of time, purpose, part of a dynamic team, and you get real support. What's the risk? $50. That's it. And our products have a 100% money back guarantee, but I guess that's a benefit as well. So what do you do now? Well, you register with Manatech for $49.50. Establish your account with Manalife or Dual Networking, our training system. Follow our system, determine what products you want, and then plug into our training. Richard Branson says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, say yes. Then learn how to do it later. Remember, you're not here by mistake. You haven't watched this presentation by mistake. You are here on purpose. And just like Naomi, your life could be changed. This is you're here for a reason. You've been praying for a solution. You've been hoping for a solution, and now you're here. God said He didn't give you a spirit of fear. He said, I gave you a spirit of love, which is your heart, power, which is your body, and a sound mind that will allow you to learn, that will allow you to get out there and do something more. But before we finish, I want you to hear from Sharon. Sharon has totally transformed her life and is continually transforming her life through building this business, taking the products. So let me just unmute Sharon here, and you can hear her testimony, and then we're going to finish off with Naomi's as well. It's been wonderful to share with you guys today, and I look forward for you to get back to the person who invited you onto tonight's webinar and let them know which option best suits you. Would you just like to be a customer and use our products, or and save the life of a child, or do you want to help us promote this, change lives, allow faith to work in your life, allow God to work in your life, and allow your life to completely change? So let's listen to Sharon. You there, Sharon? Oh, let me try that again. You there, Sharon?
Yes, sorry. Can you hear me okay, James?
Yep, sure can.
Great. Okay. Yeah, that was me about 21 years ago, desperately praying for something because my daughter was born with significant health issues, and I just found myself saying, God, why us? You know, why me? I'd wanted a daughter, and the realization that she wasn't going to be normal, and you know, growing up for that normal child, you know, had significant stresses on the family. And you know, ultimately I ended up as a single parent, but God works all things for good. And I heard about the glycans, and being so desperate, I think, looked at them, was skeptical, but couldn't dismiss the incredible turnarounds in people's health that I was hearing. So, you know, we started them, both Haley and I, and, you know, I went from a child that was in an ambulance so many times that I forget how many times, to a child that went through school and just didn't get sick, who started speaking after 6 months in sentences, which she wasn't doing it for. So just the incredible relief that I had, that I could leave her with people, whereas I was too scared to leave her before. You know, I resuscitated her one time. We don't know what happened, but she wasn't breathing. You know, so just the stress that put on me as a mum and the family. And, you know, I went from someone that was having those headaches that you have the aura with and the vomiting from when I was a child, to, you know, having those every month, not having those at all. And, you know, that to me was huge. So then I just could not stop. Well, I could not share this with people because, you know, someone that shared it with me was an answer to prayer for me. And, you know, I know that, I'm getting emotional, sorry. You know, that I'm a, answer to someone's prayer, you know, just by sharing these things. And, you know, so I went on and did that for a while and, you know, just consuming the products and sharing those, you know, the stories and the hope with people. But then I came to, you know, my mid-50s and I was disillusioned and, you know, in debt and just struggling, you know, to you know, pay the mortgage and everything. And I earn a good income. I earn over 6 figures anyway. But, you know, you build your life to that. You have the same bills and things. And, you know, I looked and I thought, hang on, you know, I've got this incredible business, but I really wasn't doing anything with it apart from just sharing with family and friends. And so I sought out you and Naomi. I looked at the company to find out who were the leaders in there and who had a system, and I found you two. And so 2 or 3 years ago, I'm so grateful that I was able to join you. And from that time, it's just been unbelievable, really, using the system to build the business, the support that you give me, gosh, the personal development that I've had as a result of, you know, being with you has just been, you know, incredible. So I will always be grateful for that. And I've been able to, as a single person, one of the big things that I love with the business is the ability to earn expenses paid trips. And so, you know, I've been to Mauritius, New York, where else? Hayman, Dallas, gosh, where else? Bali, Fiji. And, you know, so that I look forward to those. They're my holidays because I'm with the most awesome people that I could be with. And, you know, so that's another little bonus for me with the business. And, you know, a lot of people say to me, oh, I'm not a salesman. I'm not a salesman either. I'm not a driver, or I'm not a type, you know, that person that goes out there all the time. I just come from the heart and I just want to help people. And, you know, I can do that so much with this business, financially, and with the products, especially the glycans. You know, my background's nursing, so my heart's always been there to help people, but I would never consider going back to nursing. I have done more with these supplements than I ever did within nursing. So, you know, I believe when the time's right, the Lord will make it happen. I mean, that's Isaiah that says that. And, you know, when God gives us a gift, which I believe these glycans especially are, it's up to us to use and, you know, use them to the full advantage. And so, you know, I don't say, well, I don't think people, I know they're scared about doing this, but I think you've got to go, okay, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but, you know, I can't wait to see how you're going to do it. And that's what I have to do. I just have to go, God, you know, it's up to you. Find my team, find the people that I need to see. And, you know, when I leave it up to him, I find that it works so much better. So, yeah, I hope that's, you know, what you needed. James, if there's any questions, just let me know.
Thank you so much, Sharon. You know, it is such a wonderful blessing to not only be able to change our life, but help so many other people, and also through our mission help these malnourished children. So this really does give you a great sense of purpose and fulfillment. So I really encourage you, get back to the person that you've been speaking to, or if it's through the page, get back to us and let us know that you're ready to get started. We're really looking for key people to work with, and you know, if you're not here for you're not here by accident. You're here, you're listening to this for a reason, and I pray that you step forward in faith just like I needed to, and really step into what God has for your life. You know, if you do nothing, nothing's going to change. But I encourage you to step forward into faith and just take that first step. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.